Hello students, in my last video I have started molarity topic and we have solved some problems also. In today's class, that is lecture number 4, we will continue with some more problems based on molarity. Next question is like this: calculate number of moles of sodium hydroxide present in 200 milliliters of 0.1 molar solution. Means is asking number of moles of solute, number of moles of sodium hydroxide is asking, and of course volume has given and molarity also given. We'll do one thing, we'll write our regular molarity formula. What is molarity? Molarity is nothing but mass of solute. Already in the last video I have explained, solvent generally will be designated with the number 1 symbol, and solute will be designated with the number 2. Therefore, it is a mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1000 divided by volume of solution in the milliliters. But in the question is asking a number of moles particularly. Here where is the moles term? Moles nothing but mass by molar mass only called as moles. Therefore, we'll just change the formula. Molarity is equals to, instead of mass by molar mass, I'll write a number of moles, N symbol, and a number of moles of solute, we can also write N2, doesn't matter, into 1000 divided by volume. And of course, volume is in the milliliters. He's asking a number of moles. That's why I will bring a number of moles to LHS. Number of moles is equals to molarity into volume. Molarity into volume, which is in milliliters, divided by 1000 is the formula. Now we'll substitute directly. Molarity value 0.1 into volume is 200 divided by 1000. If you do the simplification, you will get 0.02 moles are obtained. 0.02, that's it. It is moles of solute, nothing but sodium hydroxide. Very simple. Is asking moles, volume has given, molarity has given, and we have written our regular formula. And here number of moles nothing but mass by molar mass. That's why I will replace mass by molar mass with moles, and that moles will bring LHS. That's why cross multiplication, molarity into volume divided by 1000. This is our new formula, and in that if you substitute the values, you will get answer. Right. Next question we'll discuss. Next question. Calculate. Right here, question first. Calculate quantity of sodium carbonate required to prepare 200 milliliters of M/10 solution. That's it. This is the question. What is asking here? Calculate quantity. Quantity is nothing but a mass. Mass of solute is asking. Mass of solute is asking nothing but W2 value is asking. And required to prepare 200 milliliters. Volume has given, and M/10 nothing but 1/10 molarity also given. Again, we'll write our regular formula. That is molarity is equals to mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1000 divided by volume in milliliters. Now in the question, the quantity nothing but a mass he is asking. That's why quantity nothing but a mass will bring LHS. W2 we are bringing LHS. These three we have to cross multiply. Molarity into molar mass of solute into volume in milliliters divided by 1000 is our required formula. Our regular molarity formula we have changed like this, because we need a mass of solute. Quantity of solute is needed. Will bring LHS. M into M2 into V divided by 1000, and if you substitute the values directly, you will get the answer. Therefore, mass of solute W2 equal to molarity. How much he has given? 1 by 10. 1 by 10 is nothing but 0.1. 0.1 into molar mass of solute. Sodium carbonate molar mass is 106. If you want, you can calculate. And volume 200 divided by, of course, 1000. Again, if you do the simplification, you will get 2.12 grams. 2.12 grams is your answer. That's it. Okay. These are some of the molarity based problems. Now we will discuss some more problems based on molarity. For that purpose, we will discuss mainly two cases. One is case 1, one is case 2. What are those two cases? Means first case 1, if percentage W by V of solute or percentage W by V is given, simply we will write percentage W by V is given, then how to calculate molarity is question mark. I'll repeat. Suppose question has asked 5% W by V, 5% W by V molarity, how much he has asked. Then we can solve with our regular formula, or I'll give you one direct formula, nothing but one short trick formula I'll give you. Based on that formula, we'll calculate directly. Then how to get that formula? Let's discuss now. Right. Then here I have given percentage by W. Percentage by W by V. I mean percentage W by V. If given, how to calculate molarity? For that purpose, we'll do like this. Example purpose, I am taking the same 5% W by V. 5% W by V solute has given. Then what is its mean? What is its meaning? We'll try to understand. Meaning is 5% nothing but 5 by 100. 5 related to mass, 100 related to volume. 5 related to mass, nothing but mass of solute. 100 related to volume of solution. Means 5 grams of solute is present in 100 milliliters of solution. Its meaning, I'll repeat. 5% W by V solute means 5 grams of solute is present in 100 milliliters of solution. First we have to understand this one. Now we'll go to our regular molarity formula. Molarity equal to mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1000 divided by volume of solution in milliliters. If you use this formula, then whatever the percentage has given, that percentage is nothing but solute mass only. Whatever the percentage has given, that percentage is directly, we can say it is a solute mass only. Therefore, solute mass is nothing but a W2 only. Therefore, molarity is equals to, instead of W2, I can write directly percentage. Because whatever the percentage has given, that percentage is nothing but a solute mass only, no doubt. And divided by, of course, molar mass of solute. Molar mass of solute into 1000 divided by volume of solution. Volume of solution is nothing but 100 milliliters. Why? Because some percentage W by V has given, means here volume of solution is 100 milliliters. It is fixed because we have given percentage. Therefore, if you simplify this formula, you will get a molarity equal to percentage. See here, 2 zeros cancel, only 10 is left. Percentage into 10 divided by molar mass of solute is a direct formula only. Okay, if a percentage W by V given, and what is its molarity? What we have to do? Whatever the percentage given, you have to write here. Into 10, just into 10 divided by that solute molar mass. If you write, you will get a direct answer only. Once again, if a percentage W by V has given, how to calculate molarity? For that purpose, one example I have given. 5% W by V solute, its meaning 5 grams of solute is present in 100 milliliters of solution. Our regular molarity formula. Then whatever the percentage has given, that percentage is nothing but a mass of solute only. Why? 5% nothing but 5 grams, 10% nothing but 10 grams, 100% nothing but 100 grams only. That's why instead of W2 I can write a percentage divided by as it is molar mass into 1000 divided by volume of solution. Volume of solution is 100 milliliters. That's why we have substituted 100, and if you simplify you will get this formula. Now based on this formula we'll solve some questions. I'll write the formula here. Molarity equals to percentage into 10 divided by molar mass of solute. Yeah, based on that formula we'll solve some questions. Question is like this: find the molarity of 50% W by V, 50% W by V NaCl solution is the question. That's it. We'll try to solve it. Find the molarity of 50% W by V NaCl. 50% W by V NaCl solution molarity has asked. Direct we can calculate. Molarity equal to, we'll copy first the formula. Percentage into 10 divided by molar mass of solute. That is equal to percentage. How much percentage? 50 into 10. I will write 10 as it is divided by molar mass of solute. Who is solute? What is solute? NaCl is solute. NaCl molar mass. Sodium is 23, chlorine is 35.5, 58.5. That's why if you do the simplification, you will get nearly 8.54. 8.54 molarity, or we can say mole per liter, it doesn't matter, is obtained. It is a direct method. Okay, if a percentage W by V, remember percentage W by V has given, this is the direct formula, you will get within 1 or 2 steps, you will get answer. Or how to solve with our regular traditional method, we'll see then. Traditional method purpose will understand this meaning. 50% W by V NaCl means, what is its meaning? Sorry, 50 grams of NaCl. NaCl is present in 100 ml of solution. 100 ml of solution. That's it. We'll find molarity. W2 by M2 into 1000 divided by volume in the milliliters. W2 mass of solute 50 grams. We'll substitute here 50 divided by again molar mass of NaCl 58.5 into 1000 divided by 100 milliliters of solution divided by 100. Again if you do the simplification, same here. 2 zeros if you cancel, same value only you will get, same value. Okay, therefore your answer is 8.54 molar, nothing but a mole per liter you will get. Okay, with the help of a direct short method we can solve, or we can use our regular traditional method also. Any method you can use, doesn't matter. Finally, ultimately you will get same answer. Right, it is case 1. When percentage W by V has given, this is the formula. Then we'll go to case 2. Case 2. What is case 2? Let's see now. Case 2. If percentage W by W has given, remember, percentage W by W has given, then how to find its molarity? For that purpose also we will derive one short formula. Yeah. Then a important point you have to observe here, that is, he is asking molarity. Molarity include volume term. Remember, molarity includes volume term. But here W by W, no volume term. Okay, it is a temperature independent concept. Temperature independent term, it is temperature dependent term. Temperature independent to temperature dependent conversion purpose, we have to use. Additionally, one value that is called density factor. Density factor plays an important role in this matter because it is temperature independent, it is temperature dependent. In this conversion, density factor can be used. Right, how to use density factor, how we are getting the formula, let's discuss now. Okay, then before that I'll give you again one general example. Say again 5% W by V, W by W, solute has given. We'll see its meaning. What is the meaning? 5 grams of solute. 5 grams of solute is present in 5 grams of solute is present in 100 grams of solution. That is its meaning. 5 grams of solute present in 100 grams of solution. Because it is a solute, it is a solution. Solute, solution, both are masses only. Right? Therefore, we'll write our regular molarity formula. That is a W2 by M2 into 1000 divided by V in milliliters. Right. Again, here also, whatever the percentage is there, that percentage is nothing but a mass of solute. 5% means 5 grams. 10% nothing but 10 grams. Whatever the percentage is there, that percentage is nothing but a mass of solute. Therefore, in place of W2, I'll write directly percentage, no problem, directly we can write, divided by molar mass into 1000 divided by, now problem arising. What is the volume of solution? Here no volume of solution. Here mass of solution is available. But here we need a volume of solution. There mass of solution is available. But we need here a volume of solution. How to convert? We'll just see. But before that, one formula already known to you. Density equal to mass divided by volume. Now I want volume. Volume equal to mass divided by density. Volume equal to mass by density. Therefore, I want volume. I need volume. That's why in place of volume, we will write mass by density. Mass by density we can write. That's why I'll write here the formula mass. Otherwise, we'll write right side. Please try to follow here. Molarity is equals to whatever the mass is there, that is nothing but percentage divided by molar mass into 1000 divided by volume. No volume term. That's why mass by density will use here. Mass means mass of solution. Mass of solution divided by density of solution. Remember, both are solution term only. This is nothing but actually it is volume. It is a volume term. Okay, mass of solution divided by density of solution. And already mass of solution is available 100 grams. We can substitute here. Therefore, percentage, molarity equal to percentage divided by molar mass into 1000 divided by mass of solution is nothing but 100 divided by density, of course. Divided by density. Therefore, again 2 zeros if you cancel. Next, 1 by density. 1 by density. Density will come in the numerator. Therefore, we will get finally molarity equal to percentage into 10. Only 10 is left. And the density will come here. 10 into density. 10 into density divided by molar mass of solute is our new formula. If a percentage W by W, if a percentage by mass has given, to find the molarity, this is the formula. Then a percentage into 10 into density divided by molar mass of solute. What is the difference between the previous formula and this formula? We will recall previous formula, molarity equal to percentage into 10 divided by molar mass of solute is previous formula. This is present formula. What is the difference? Means percentage. 10. molar mass. But here no density, here density term is there. That is the only difference. Because why density term is there? Because temperature independent term has changed into temperature dependent term. That's why density factor we are using. Okay, once again we'll see its derivation part. 5% W by W solute means, first we'll understand the meaning. 5 grams of solute is present in 100 grams of solution. Based on that we are deriving our regular molarity formula. Then whatever the percentage is there, that is nothing but a mass of solute. That's why in place of W2 I'll write a mass of solute, percentage divided by molar mass into 1000 divided by volume of solution. But here no volume of solution. Instead of volume of solution we will write a mass by density. How? Based on this formula, mass by density. Mass by density is nothing but volume. Okay, volume is nothing but a mass by density. That only have written here. Mass of solution by density of solution. But a mass of solution is available. How? It is a W by W. This denominator W is nothing but a solution mass only. How many grams? 100 grams. Therefore, percentage divided by M2 into 1000 divided by 100 again divided by density. Therefore, 1 by density will come in the numerator. 2 zeros cancel. Therefore, molarity equal to percentage into 10 into density by molar mass. Molar mass of solute, of course. That is new formula to get molarity when percentage W by W given. Please try to remember. Once again both I'll write here. When percentage W by V is given, what is the molarity formula? Just percentage into 10 divided by molar mass of solute. Because here volume term is there, in the molarity also volume term is there. No density factor, like that you have to remember. Okay. Suppose if a percentage W by W has given, then how to find a molarity? Percentage into 10 into density divided by molar mass. Why? Because here volume term is not there, here molarity volume term is there. That's why we are using a density factor. These two formulas you have to remember carefully. Okay. Now based on this formula we'll solve some problems. Based on this second formula. Right. Okay, question is like this. Find the molarity of 93% W by W. 93% W by W of H2SO4. Of course, the question is incomplete. Because W by W given means compulsory he has to give density value. Okay, that's why in the brackets I am giving a density of solution 1.84 gram per milliliters is the density value. Right. Now directly how to get molarity? Okay, molarity. Once again we'll write the formula. Percentage into 10 into density divided by molar mass of solute is our direct formula. Right. Then percentage, how much percentage? Yeah, we'll continue the question. Here percentage into 10 into density by molar mass of solute. That is nothing but percentage already given 93% into 10 into density of solution has given, that is a 1.84 divided by molar mass of solute H2SO4, that is 98. If you simplify this value, you will get a 17.46 mole per liter. It is nothing but a molarity. Right. Means if W by W percentage has given, this is the method to find molarity value. It is a direct formula only. or we can also solve with our regular traditional method. How we have to solve means we'll write again molarity formula, mass absolute by molar mass absolute into 1000 divided by volume of solution in milliliters. That is equals to W2 mass absolute whatever the percentage has given, that is nothing but a mass of solute only. Therefore 93 grams divided by molar mass absolute H2SO4 98 into 1000 divided by volume of solution. That is only problem. Volume of solution is not there. Instead of volume of solution, we are having a mass of solution. Mass of solution because it is a percentage. Mass percentage means mass of solution is 100 grams. Therefore, with the help of a density factor, we'll get a volume of solution like this. We are having a formula density equal to mass by volume. Volume equal to mass divided by density. We'll use this formula. Therefore, instead of volume, I'll write mass of solution divided by density of solution. Density of solution, this is nothing but a volume of solution. Then 93 divided by 98 into 1000 divided by mass of solution is nothing but 100. Mass of solution is nothing but 100 divided by density of solution is 1.84. 1.84. Again, if you simplify this value, you will get exactly same 17.46 mole per liter. Nothing but a molar solution is obtained. That's it. It is a direct formula. This is our regular method. Here a mass is there. That mass we have converted into volume. Right. Next we'll see one more question. That is next question we'll try to solve. 10% W by W. 10% W by W aqueous solution of H2SO4 if density of solution is 1.1 gram per milliliter is the question. That's it. Okay, here 10% W by W, 10% W by W aqueous solution of sulfuric acid and its density given, asking molarity. You can write find the molarity. Find the molarity is the question. That's it. We'll write our regular direct formula. Molarity is equals to percentage into remember here mass percentage has given, temperature independent term is there. That's why density factor we have to use to get molarity. Therefore 10 into density divided by molar mass of solute is our regular formula. That is equals to percentage is 10 into again 10 only into density of solution is 1.1 divided by molar mass of solute 98. If you simplify that value, you will get 1.12. Molarity equal to 1.12 mole per liter is obtained. Right. It is a direct formula. Or we can solve with our regular formula also. That is mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1000 by volume of solution in milliliters. That is nothing but a mass of solute. 10% nothing but 10 grams of solute in 100 grams of solution. Therefore 10 divided by H2SO4 98 into 1000 divided by volume of solution. Again volume is not there. Instead of volume mass is there. Therefore mass of solution divided by density of solution. is nothing but a volume. It is a volume term. 10 divided by 98 into 1000 divided by mass of solution, because percentage 100 grams. 100 grams divided by density of a solution is 1.1. Again, if you do the simplification value, you will get exactly 1.12 molar. Nothing but a mole per liter is obtained. Right. This is about mass percentage based question. We'll see one more question we'll discuss now. That is question is like this. 120 grams of urea is dissolved in 1000 grams of water, and its density is 1.12 gram per milliliters. Find the molarity. Find its molarity is the question. Right. Now we'll see it's a solution part. First we'll understand the question clearly. Here 120 grams of urea is dissolved in 1000 grams of water. Therefore 120 grams of urea will consider as a solute, and 1000 grams of water is considered as a solvent. And density of solution has given, and find its molarity. Right. We'll do one thing. We need because the solution density means solution volume is needed. Solution volume purpose, first we need solution mass, but here solution mass is not there. Solute mass is there, solvent mass is there. Just will add them, you will get a solution mass. Therefore solute plus solvent will give solution. Solute is 120 grams plus solvent is 1000. If you add 1120 grams is mass of solution. Right. After getting off mass of solution, we'll calculate a volume of solution, because to find molarity, volume is needed. Therefore directly we'll substitute here. Mass molarity equal to mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1000 by volume of solution in milliliters. Then mass of solute is of course 120 grams divided by molar mass of solute is urea 60 into 1000 divided by volume of solution is not there. Instead of volume of solution, the mass of solution is there. Therefore what I am doing now, same mass of solution divided by density of solution. Density of solution will do, it is nothing but a volume term. Volume is obtained. Okay, mass by density, nothing but volume. Therefore if you simplify the values, 120 divided by 60 into 1000 divided by mass of solution is 1120 divided by density of solution has given 1.12. If you do the simplification, you will get 2 molar. You will get just 2 molar, nothing but 2 mole per liter is obtained. That's all. Okay. Then here solute mass given, solvent mass given, and total solution density has given, and asking molarity. Molarity is asking. Therefore just will add them, will get a mass of solution, and will take as usual our molarity formula. In this volume of solution is needed. That's why whatever the mass is there, that mass if you divide with the density, you will get volume. And after substituting, you will get final answer, that is a 2 mole per liter. Right. Next we'll discuss about molarity of ions. Next concept, molarity of ions, right? How to get a molarity of ions? Let's see now. Okay, we'll take directly one question then. Question is, if 5.3 grams of sodium carbonate is dissolved in 500 ml of solution, 500 ml of solution, find the molarity of number 1 sodium carbonate, number 2 sodium ions, number 3 carbonate ions is the question. We'll understand first what he has given. 5.3 grams of solute sodium carbonate is dissolved in 500 milliliters of solution, and find here 3 questions are asking. One is sodium carbonate molarity, sodium ions molarity, carbonate ions molarity, right? Now as usual we'll find first sodium carbonate molarity. We have to write its formula: mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1000 by volume in milliliters. Mass of solute, how much mass of solute? 5.3 grams. 5.3 divided by sodium carbonate molar mass is 106, that you can calculate, into 1000 divided by volume of solution is 500 milliliters of solution, 500. Again if you do the simplification, you will get just one molar, nothing but a mole per liter is obtained. First question has completed. Sodium carbonate molarity has calculated 1 mole per liter. Solute mass, that is a molar mass of solute into 1000 by volume of solution. All available values are substituted. Next we'll go to second question as well as the third question. Second question is asking a sodium ion concentration. How to get a sodium ion concentration means already sodium carbonate concentration, sodium carbonate molarity is already calculated. From that we will get sodium ion molarity, carbonate ions molarity also, like this. Now we'll go to second question. For that purpose, sodium carbonate we are just dissociating. It will dissociate into sodium ions and carbonate ions, like this. Okay. Next, sodium carbonate molarity 1 mole per liter. 1 mole per 1 liter. Okay, 1 mole per 1 liter. Next, the thing is 1 mole sodium carbonate is giving a 2 moles of sodium ions. Therefore, we will write here 2 mole per 1 liter. And of course, 1 mole sodium carbonate is giving a 1 mole carbonate ion only. Therefore, we will write again here 1 mole in 1 liter. That's it. I'll repeat. Sodium carbonate molarity 1 mole. 1 mole per liter. 1 mole per liter. And 1 mole sodium carbonate is giving a 2 moles of sodium ions. Therefore, 2 moles in 1 liter. 2 moles in 1 liter. And 1 mole sodium carbonate is giving, of course, 1 mole of carbonate ion only. That's why 1 mole per liter. Now, sodium ions molarity. Sodium ions molarity, square bracket is nothing but concentration, nothing but molarity, is equals to, directly here indicating 2 moles per liter, nothing but 2 mole per liter. That's it. And again, third question, carbonate CO3 minus 2 concentration molarity is equals to, then here again 1 mole per liter. 1 mole per liter is nothing but 1 only, 1 molar. That's it. Okay. First sodium carbonate as usual we have calculated, and 1 mole sodium carbonate is giving a 2 moles of sodium ions. Therefore 2 mole per liter, nothing but 2 is answer to the second question, and 1 is answer to the third question. That's it. And this type of questions in first year equilibrium, that is while solving pH we have discussed. Okay, right. one more question let's discuss now. One more question, one more similar question. Yeah, we'll see the question. Find the molarity of H plus ions if 49 grams of H2SO4 is dissolved in 250 ml of solution. That's it. Here is asking directly H plus concentration. Find the molarity of H plus if 49 grams of H2SO4 is dissolved in 250 milliliters of solution. We will write formula. Molarity equal to W2 by M2 into 1000 divided by volume of solution milliliters. Mass of solute 49 grams divided by molar mass of solute H2SO4 98 into 1000 divided by volume of solution is given 250 milliliters. If you do the simplification, will get 2 mole per liter is obtained. 2 mole per liter is a molarity of sulfuric acid. Remember, it is a molarity of sulfuric acid, not H plus concentration. Remember, but the question is asking find the molarity of H plus ions. Whatever the answer we are getting, that is not H plus molarity. That is very important. Now we will find H plus molarity. For that purpose, we will split H2SO4. It is a dissociating 2H plus and SO4 minus 2. Right. Then H2SO4 molarity already calculated 2 mole per liter. Okay. That is H2SO4 molarity. But we need H plus molarity. Thing is, 1 mole H2SO4 is giving a 2 moles H plus ions. I'll repeat. 1 mole H2SO4 is giving 2 moles H plus ions. Therefore, 2 into same value will write here. 2 into 2 mole in liter. Okay, here 1 mole. Here are 2 moles. Okay, 1 mole per bus, 2 moles per liter. And here are 2 moles per bus, 2 into 2 mole per liter. And suppose if you want, you can calculate sulfate molarity also. Of course, not asked, but we can calculate. Here how many moles sulfate? 1 only. That's why we can write 1 into, of course, 1 into 2 mole per liter. Because basically H2SO4 is 2 mole per liter. Okay, now let's say here 1 mole, that's why 2 mole per liter. Here 2, that's why 2 into 2 mole per liter. Here again 1, that's why 1 into 2 mole per liter. That's all. Now what is H plus concentration? H plus molarity. H plus molarity equal to 2 into 2. 4 mole per liter, nothing but 4 molar. That's all. Suppose what is the sulfate molarity? Sulfate molarity is again 2 mole per liter only, no doubt. Okay. First, whatever the value we have calculated, that is entire sulfuric acid molarity has calculated first of all. But in the question is not asked sulfuric acid, is asking H plus concentration. That's why H plus concentration is obtained like this. Okay. Right. Next, we'll discuss one more important concept, that is dilution law. Dilution law. Let's see what is the dilution law. Yeah, very simple. What is meant by dilution? Dilution is nothing but addition of water. Addition of water is nothing but a dilution. Then what is the dilution law? Say one container we have to take like this. In this container, one solution has taken whose molarity say M1 and its volume is V1. Its molarity M1, volume is V1. Means its molarity, its concentration is M1 and volume is V1. Suppose. Next what I am doing, to the same container, to the same solution, some water has added. Some water has added. Addition of water is nothing but a dilution we are doing. When we are doing the dilution, automatically what happened then? Volume is increases. volume will change. Therefore, now I will give you another diagram. It is a before dilution. It is a before dilution diagram. It is after dilution diagram I am giving, because water has added, volume is increasing now. This much volume it becomes. Previously volume was up to here only. Now volume is increasing because excess water has added. That's why. And at the same time what happens? Initially molarity was M1. After addition of water, molarity definitely will change. Molarity will decrease. When addition of water, when water is added, definitely concentration decreases. Nothing but molarity decreases. That a new molarity, let it as M2. At the same time, volume also changing. Volume also changing. A new final volume is V2. I'll repeat. M1 initial molarity, V1 initial volume. M2 final molarity, V2 final volume. Definitely both values are different to each other. These two are before dilution, these two are after dilution. Why after dilution molarity and volume change? Because water has added, excess water has added. Because of that reason, obviously volume increases. Say for example here 1 liter was there previously. Now one extra 1 liter water has added. Already 1 liter, again new 1 liter. Total becomes 2 liters. See, initially it was 2 liters, 1 liter suppose. Now extra 1 liter add, means after addition, total it becomes 2 liters. Because already old 1 liter was there. Right. 1 plus 1, 2 liters. Definitely after addition of water, concentration also changed. That's why M2 and M1 different. V1, V2 also different. Okay. But here one similarity is there. One common term is there. What is the similarity? What is the common term? Means just we are adding water, that's it. We are not adding any solute. We are not adding any solute. That's why here and there, before dilution and after dilution, number of moles remains the same. Number of moles means number of moles of solute remains the same. That will not change. Then how to get a number of moles means we'll go to our molarity basic formula. Molarity equal to N by V. Number of moles N equal to M into V. This M into V value will not change. Moles will not change. Before dilution moles, after dilution moles remains same, because solute we are not adding. Okay na? If solute added, moles will change. Only water added, that's it. That's why suppose before dilution say moles are N1. After dilution say moles are N2. Okay na? Before dilution, after dilution, moles are same. Therefore, it is a before dilution is equals to after. We will write here after dilution, moles are same. Therefore, N1 equal to, what is the formula now? N equal to MV. N1 equal to M1 V1. Therefore, M1 V1 is equals to obviously M2 V2. Right. This is only called as the dilution law. That is only called as dilution law. What is M1 V1? Before dilution values. M2 V2 after dilution values. That's it. Okay. Based on this dilution law, again we'll solve 1 or 2 questions then. Okay. We'll write the dilution law formula. M1 V1 is equals to M2 V2. Right. We'll see the question now. That is a 0.2 molar 100 ml of HNO3 solution is diluted with 100 ml of water. 100 ml of water, find its molarity. That's it. Is the question. Okay. 0.2 molar 100 ml of HNO3 solution. It is a before dilution, remember. Is of course diluted. Added some water with 100 ml of water. How much water added? 100 ml of water has added. After addition of water, what is the new molarity is asking. That's it. We'll see the solution. Then before dilution and after dilution. There is nothing but m1 v1 is equals to m2 v2. Why? Because before dilution, after dilution, number of moles remains same. m1 v1 equal to m2 v2. m1 how much? 0.2 into v1 how much? 100 is equals to is asking molarity. m2 is question mark. Now the problem is with v2. Don't write 100. Why? Because in the container already 100 ml solution is already present. 100 ml. Additional to that, extra 100 ml of water we are adding. Originally 100 ml was there. Additionally 100 we are adding. Total it becomes 200. That is final volume. We will write here 200. And again, if you do the simplification, you will get a 0.1 capital M. Nothing but a mole per liter is your answer. That's it. Okay. It is before dilution values, after dilution values. Once again, why volume has taken 200 means initially 100 milliliters was there. Again we are adding 100 milliliters of water. Total it becomes 200. That's why V2 has substituted 200. Therefore molarity 0.1. See here, before dilution it was 0.2. After dilution it was 0.1. Means the molarity decreased because water we are adding. When water has added, concentration decreases. That has indicating clearly it is a bigger value, smaller value, right? From this we'll stop in today's video. Remaining problems and remaining concepts will be continued in our next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.